We didn't even know what was happening. We're 15 episodes into this.
It seems to be helping and impacting a lot of people. We'll see you every Tuesday on the Metaverse podcast. Peace.
I don't know why I chuck deuces. Like I don't chuck deuces. What was that?
Boom. We are live now. Okay.
Hey, I see this little thing up in the corner that says live.
Yeah. Hey y'all, if you just watching, we man, somehow I thought we were live and we weren't. So we are 10 minutes behind. So if you are in the house, let us know. Let us know, make sure. Let's make sure. Let us know that you are seeing this live, because we just spent 10 minutes talking. Nothing. So shout out to Callum Harms, I believe that. And so he says, what time are we in the UK? All right. So first of all, I believe this is Trainer Cal. I might be wrong. Trainer Cal, is this you? Not sure. Okay. Now I think we are definitely live. Thanks so much.
All right. Hey,
Oh,
Film Sensei. Hey, quick shout out to Film Sensei. Follow him on YouTube. He does a lot of the production and filming for everything that's in the metaverse. Jay, you're awesome, dude. Appreciate you so much.
Unbelievable. First of all, let me jump on that shout out to Film Sensei. Again, follow him, because this dude is in our comedy world. We deal with a lot of video production people, and I got to tell you, Film Sensei is one of the most professional folks that I've interacted with. This dude, he could easily just kind of tone his professionalism down in the metaverse when he's talking about film production, but no way. Who you are in real life is magnified in the metaverse. And
why do I feel like I've heard that before?
Sensei J is one doggone professional videographer, production company runner guy.
All pro.
Absolutely. So follow him. You get some great tips on just anything, all things video. Yeah. And so this is Trainer Cal, Colin Holmes. Right. So shout out to all my UK friends. In fact, he said, what time are we live in the UK time? And I said -6.
Yeah. GMT -6.
GMT -6. Yeah. I don't know, Cal, if I got that right. But yeah. I've learned so much since the Oculus Horizon has opened up to the UK. Dude, I've learned a lot, and I enjoy my UK friends.
I gotta chime in there too, because it's only been like 3 or 4 weeks since Horizon opened up to people from the UK, and already like the US culture and the UK culture has just blended together and meshed together. And there's been some hiccups. It's been tough at a couple points, but I mean, that is the beauty of Horizon Worlds and of the metaverse in general, is that you can take a diverse group of people, a diverse group of cultures, and blend them together. And when there's just a little bit of understanding, a little bit of grace, something magical happens. I mean, it's awesome to see the contributions that our friends from the UK have made to the soapstone already. It's cool.
Absolutely. So it's in Dallas, it's 12:13. And Cal says it's basically it's 6:13 in the evening, 18:13. See how quickly I did that military time? Yeah. Cal, what is that? What is 6:13 p.m.? How do y'all do the sundial? I can't explain it, but I do know it a little bit. I guess we'll give him a chance. So let's talk about this, dude. So clearly, this is a different setup for you. You've got you've got the Steve Irwin Crocodile Hunter. Look.
That's right, right. I'm in Kentucky, and I've been trying to sneak up on copperhead snakes. And what we got here? And
Dude,
plus something about the lighting in here. It looks like for vacation, I went back in time.
it looked like at any moment Yogi Bear's gonna show up. Hey there,
yeah. We do have there is a mama and two cub black bears that are kind of troping around here. So we got to be a little careful. Make sure we don't sneak up on mama. But
so what's in Kentucky?
So we every summer we try to do a family trip where we just get away from it, and go. Last summer we went up to Drummond Island and did some jeeping. We're down here in Kentucky, and we did some whitewater rafting yesterday, which was a super cool experience. It was I would highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. This morning we did a little bit of hiking, and we got a boat. We're at the Cumberland Falls is kind of the general area that we're in. We're at the Lake Cumberland Resort right now, which is just a bunch of little cabins in the woods. It's pretty cool. And this was a needed break of scenery because both my wife and I work out of the home. Me doing the Metaverse stuff and her with a grown-up job. and so it was nice to change up that pace and just get out and do some stuff. So
that's cool. So, dude, out of all my friends and even everything I've heard about vacationing and vacationing with my family, dude, all the people I know, and I know a lot of people, I've never heard, with the exception of a basketball game, college that is, or a horse race, I've never heard of anybody vacationing in Kentucky. Ever.
So why we picked here is because Renee's got a sister who lives in Florida, and we're like, yeah, let's meet halfway somewhere. And I mean, what we wanted is woods, nature, and mountains. It's we can find that here. So if the list of requirements is low, this is a good spot. But I'll tell you, this place is really hit right now because of really it boils down to the gas prices. Because like on the whitewater rafting trip, they said typically they have people from all over the country that will drive in, and they don't have as many. Like this right now, it's a lot more local people. I mean, I went to a gas station earlier, and not only were the prices high, but they were out of gas. Like I went in, and hey, Shauna's she's giving Kentucky the shout out there. Yeah. Oh, zip lining in a cave. Oh,
yo, that's insane.
I want to do that.
I'm already skeptical because you said whitewater rafting. I'm like, yo, I'll go blackwater rafting. Whitewater rafting, I don't know.
Yeah, just the whitewater trying to ruin things, or
right? Absolutely, always in control, trying to dominate.
Yeah. I do have to admit, it was not a very diverse crowd on the river. It was.
Hey, I could have told you that, and I'm not even there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Southern Sean.
Hey, Southern Sean. Yeah.
I did not know your real name was Facebook user. Wow, that is amazing. How original of your parents.
That's amazing.
All right, so Cal is giving us he's giving us the rundown.
Okay.
We knew that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. Wow.
Wow. He just explained to us how a clock works.
He's a genius. I tell you that much. Oh, mind blown, Cal. I tell you that much. Wow. Oh, whoa. This is heavy.
Wow. Like, I mean, this is getting pretty deep here.
It is.
Like the history of clocks. Yeah. All right, Cal.
All right, let's go. Uh-oh, he's got something else here. There we go.
Oh,
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a genius on the line.
yeah. This might for people that are listening to this via audio, this might not be as interesting.
Right. I probably should have read it, but I don't know. Sometimes these comments I'll get to reading, and I'm trying to read, and my brain is working so fast it sounds like I can't read. They're like, "Wow."
Yeah. No, I hear you. But man, you know what? Speaking of Cal and Southern Charm and some of our friends from the Metaverse, maybe we ought to jump in and get this thing started from our recording from the Metaverse. Actually, this is the second part of our two-part kickoff with our. I think the title of it is "Inspire and Friends" or something like that.
Inspiring friends. That's the making of Jason Earls Productions world.
Yeah.
So this is, and if you're just tuning in, if you missed the first part, this is our first recording in front of a live audience inside the Metaverse Horizon Worlds Jason Earls Productions. So let's get to it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Would you mind introducing two of the coolest builders in the whole Metaverse?
Yeah. And boy, that's the way to say it too. The coolest builders. These guys are just cool as cucumbers. Man, a good friend of mine, a guy that plays a huge role in the soapstone, not just from a building standpoint, but also from a management and leadership standpoint. Please welcome up to the stage my friend AceTheBass. Ace, come on up.
Boom, boom, boom,
How's it going?
boom. Oh, we good, brother.
That's how you do it, Aaron. Right there. Here you go. Coolest. All right. Yeah. And of course, Ace, I know when we talk about relationships and friendships and partnerships, you and our next guest work just hand in hand together so well. Please.
I love building with him.
Yeah. So please welcome to the stage a good friend, MayheM21532. Yeah.
MayheM.
Hey, what's going on, Aaron, man? Hey, thanks for having me.
We nailed
out.
it. Did you guys see that?
I saw it.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, look at that, man. Look at that.
Yeah. Thanks to the glitch that slowed you down.
Hey, I'll take whatever help I can get.
That's fun. That's fun. Absolutely.
I'm sorry. So first of all, I remember our first meeting, and we met together at the Soapstone, and I was just I was a jackass, part of the unicorn party, and I'm sitting here like listening to these dudes talk, and I was like, man, MayheM, like his name fits it. It's just like, we're going to do this, pop out. I'm like, man, I want to do this. He was like, yeah. I was like, can we get a helicopter? He was like, yeah, baby, we get a helicopter. And then AceTheBass said, they're like, and I call AceTheBass is the silent assassin. That dude is sitting listening, and he just is constructing a whole system. How did y'all get into this? Like, were y'all like TheJohnMclay, where y'all had no experience in coding?
Yeah, so I thought it was kind of funny that, your first show here in the Metaverse, and one of the people you asked to be on stage with you is somebody that is kind of known for not having a lot of conversation. But like almost just like John, I came into Horizon back in December, and didn't have any kind of background as far as scripting or doing anything like that. And one of the first places I was at the Soapstone, and I met Aaron, and I met Matt from Inspire, and he actually took me to one of his worlds and kind of showed me around on some things. And so from there, I wanted to create a game world, basically just yard games, and that's kind of what brought me into building, like just learning how to create the gravity on things and how to make things move the way you wanted them to move. And then it eventually I met Mayhem over here, and we met another friend, James, and he's working on another app outside of Horizon, and he asked us to do some builds for him, and we started kind of just pumping out worlds in that and learning through making all those worlds, and eventually met Solaris and got asked to help with some stuff here and at the Soapstone, and it's been great.
That's great. And dude, your shoe game is fire, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't let him fool you. He's wearing wingtips. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Man.
So, Mayhem, how did the process start with you, man?
Pretty much the same. I got an Oculus simply because I was home a lot. I'm a caretaker for my mom and a single parent, so I work a full-time job. I stopped going out, so this was more of something else to do. I started meeting people, and before long, I found the little create tab, and I was like, hey, I haven't done that. And then I built a world, a giant club, and by the time I was done, it was huge. It did so many things. It was amazing, and I could fit 4 people in it. That was it. I had no idea what I was doing. So I scrapped that completely, and I built the next one, Gingerbeards. And everybody likes that one. And from there, that's when James came in and saw it, and he's like, "Hey, can we throw an event here?" I'm like, Sure, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started meeting everybody, and then the avalanche of this started to roll downhill. So yeah, I got thrown into the position and found out it was a lot.
I think we need to pause here
Yeah.
and just explain that, like, that joke about he could fit 4 people in it. Just because those who are watching, and forgive me, all those who are very well metaverse or understand the metaverse. So you want to explain it to the people right quick?
Sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to. You know, everything that you put into a world in Horizon Worlds is a trade-off. And you're always trading off complexity of the world with how many people you can place in it. So he's talking about, he made his first stab at it, which was an incredibly in-depth and complicated world, but then he could only fit 4 people into it. So from a functionality standpoint, he had to back that off and be able to fit enough people to make it a good experience and take out some of this stuff. So yeah, it's just much like anything in life. It's a balancing act of trying to get the right ratios in there.
Yeah. So the more moving parts, the less people you can have.
Yep, absolutely.
Good stuff.
More
All
fun
right.
than my day job.
I saw that Mayhem is watching because he just commented in. So good to see you, Mayhem. Glad you're watching this this event. Awesome, dude.
Mayhem the man.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I'm curious. So when you all were asked to help build for this comedian dude and this metaverse, what were y'all thoughts?
I honestly, I felt like not worthy. Like, I'm like, I haven't done anything to deserve being part of doing such a big thing. Because obviously, like, Aaron is someone that I've kind of seen as a celebrity in Horizon. Like, people know who you are. And so one of the things that me and Mayhem had done was we had built a late night show for our friend Mork. And from what I heard, you guys were looking for something to build here, and you saw that and kind of got some inspiration from that. And so then Aaron came and said, "Hey, would you guys be interested in doing something like that for us?" And I was honestly really taken back. It's awesome that you saw that and wanted us to be a part of it.
And
so cool.
I gotta speak on that for a minute, because there's been a theme that's come up a couple times through this conversation, and that's the feeling of unworthiness. And that's something that I battle with, and it's hard, and it's risky, because it can shut us down, and it can rob us from the future that we're supposed to have or could have.
So good.
And it impacts everybody. But to hear these unicorns, as Jason described us, to hear Jason, a big celebrity and a very, very well respected man, talk about these difficulties of a feeling unworthiness. Man, I just want to reassure you directly, and the people in the audience here, man, you are worthy. You are worthy. And to take that step up that molehill that John was talking about earlier and just start doing, that's where we need to be. We just need to be doing and not allow ourselves to talk ourselves out of the future that we can have. So, dude, thank you for having the confidence to take those steps. Mayhem, thank you.
Yes,
for
thank
having the
you, God.
confidence to take those steps. And John and Solaris, of course, Solaris might be the only one that doesn't suffer from.
She like, bring it here.
The queen of the metaverse.
But I would say that's the idea of what the phrase I said earlier, embracing the grace. It's like, man, like grace is when you get what you don't deserve. And we really look at it, you know, I know there's one school of thought that says, man, you deserve everything. I'm like, man, we really deserve crap because all of us jacked up human beings. But you got to just embrace whatever the blessings God bring for you, man. Just embrace it, man. If they dub you queen, embrace the queen. If they dub you king, embrace the king. If they say, you know what, we're going to build you a world with the best builders, embrace it.
Yeah.
And
Amen
boom.
to that.
And now look at us. So,
yeah. In fact, you know what? I mean, this seems like this might be a good time to transition and get Solaris and John back up on stage and just open it up to the audience because, you know, one of the benefits of having a live audience here is we can interact. So let's kind of make our way to the front of the stage, and John, come on back up, and Solaris, come on back
King
up.
and the Queen.
Yeah.
There she goes. Yeah.
All right. And what we'll do here is, you know, we can just kick it around back and forth with us. But if there are any questions in the audience, throw a hand up. And Oculos, you're muted. I'd love to hear your question. You can jump right up on stage if you want.
Oh, look at that. I get to be on stage. I appreciate y'all. Obviously, first of all, congrats on your podcast. Congrats on the world. Congrats to the builders and the team that put this together. Obviously, please, lots of confetti out in the crowd for everything going on today.
Man, appreciate it.
Everything that happens in the metaverse is just historic right now. We're so early. So my question to each of y'all, whoever wants to just shout it out, jump at it. There's so many people that I come across every single day that have the same question. And since you have a platform to share this wisdom, the question I want to share from the community to you, if you don't have the skills to stand out for whatever reason, builder, scripter, you've got a show, you've got a following, what would you say when you came from that very humble beginning? What drove you to get here? What was it that took you here? Even if you didn't recognize the journey, what was that first step?
That's a great question.
Well, for me, like, you know, I think the most important thing is to seek out people that are what you want to become.
Ooh,
and learn from them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, a lot of what I did at the beginning was finding other people that were building worlds and just offering my help to them. And that's how I learned everything I was doing, was from helping other people build their world and what they wanted it to become, because I didn't necessarily have the vision for a world either. And so to have other people already have that vision and to be able to just kind of jump in and help them do the things that they wanted to do, it just strengthened my abilities.
Same here. I mean, even if you're just taking someone aside for 20 minutes in a blank world and showing them how to use the snap tool and the array tool to make a decent set of stairs, it builds from there. I've got so many people that have come up to me in these past few months, and they're like, you have to come see my world. Like right now, I spent 20 minutes to an hour with them, showing them some basics, and then I come in and they've built a 3-story mansion or something amazing. And it happens all the time. You just pass around the knowledge, and that's what this place is. It's building a universe. And if you pass around the knowledge to everybody, it gets bigger.
That deserves a pause.
Yeah. Man,
my goodness. And let me just say to everybody watching, what you see is what you get with Mayhem and Ace the Bass. It's what they just said, I've humbly and graciously been a recipient of that with them. Even this past Saturday, I saw some stuff in the world, and I told Ace about it. Ace like, hey, just put it in our group conversation. We'll get it straight. Like, hey, just the giving hearts of these dudes and of majority of people of the community in the metaverse is just mind blowing to me, man.
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to participate in that conversation, but then also to be able to watch back because and just listen and to just hear their hearts come through with what they're saying. It's incredible. We also should comment that we may be having a little bit of lag with the video.
Yeah.
So appreciate everybody's patience with that as we work through all of these technological advancements that we're seeing.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna let y'all think it was your computer. That always happened. Like I was like, "What's wrong with that thing? What's going on?"
Yeah, it's fine on this end. I don't know what.
I don't know what. Yeah, you know, it ain't my fault. You playing on Windows 72.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, as we get back into this, we're coming up on my favorite part, like where we get into some real good questions. Oculos just asked that question, but that whole dynamic, that whole part is just phenomenal. I love that interaction.
Absolutely.
Faster. I love going to other people's worlds and teaching people how to build because then I get more cool places to go to.
Cool. Yeah. Good question, man. I want to tag something in with that. I think it's related, but it's a little bit different. Jason and I were at a comedians conference, a Christian Comedy Association conference, where 150 or so comedians from all around the country and in fact the world came together to just spend some time together and just learn from each other and just build relationships. And one of the speakers that came in was talking about leadership, and he said that the key to leadership, which I would say in the context of this, is to becoming the leader in a field. The key to leadership is to do for one what you wish you could do for many. So when people want to be the greatest builder on the planet, exactly what all of you said, find one person that you can come and work with and breathe into and add value to. And then it just grows from there because people will recognize that genuine stuff. So I just confettied my own statement. Sorry about that, everybody.
It's a good statement. Everybody confetted that statement. It was great. We got another question over here.
Mine was John, actually. Mine was John. So I want to be
Teaching
like John. And I still want to be like John. No, John is amazing. And his stuff that he creates every single day it blows me out of the water. And I'm just like, John, I hate you so much, but I love you, man.
We know what she's doing for Halloween this year.
But you're always inspiring me to be a better person. So just let you know.
Same.
I look up to you so much. So.
By the way,
mutual respect.
I love the name drop too. The name of their company is Inspire Create Labs. Yeah.
Sweet. I didn't mean to do that.
No, I love it.
Oh, I got no audio for you, Jason. But man, that was so cool to hear them chime in like that. And that was such a genuine moment where Solaris is talking to John and telling him how much she respects him. And then, of course, I had to break the tension with a joke.
What's funny is how we sound like a bunch of Beavis and Buttheads laughing.
Oh yeah, there's so much to laugh at. It's so cool.
Oh, too funny.
Let's go, Antonio, and then Trainer Cal.
Oh, okay. Oh, Antonio might be frozen.
I think he.
Strike a pose, Antonio. Strike a pose, bro.
That must have been a really good question.
Everybody gets
Just wants a
stage
high
fright
five.
in different ways.
That thing so deep is making them glitch. Trainer Cal, go ahead with your question, man.
Yeah.
So I want to second what Oculus said, by the way. Like, you guys have made a really great world for people like me who I work from home. I feel lonely at home most of the time, and I come into your worlds, and that they're incredible. So, you know, amen to this podcast as well. They're a really cool thing. So thank you for that. But my question is how do you guys stay motivated, and what do you do when you get knocked down? How do you get yourself back up and do the incredible things that you're doing?
Yeah, I come close to getting burnt out like every week. And for me, it's because I'm in here working so much on other people's stuff, and you know, it happens in every profession. And I don't want to associate that with, you know, Horizon, because I love Horizon. I love building in here. I don't want to get burnt out. So I find that if I like spend some leisure time in here as well, like, you know, if I go, usually when I have a big project I'm working on, what I'll do is I'll have a side project that's mine, that's personal. That, like, you know, when I'm feeling overwhelmed or like overworked, I'll just go in there and start working on the DeLorean or working on another train or just something that I like to do. And I don't have to finish it. There's no commitment, you know, it's just enjoyable. Or I'll come and hang out with my friends. But I think that in order to avoid like associating that with Horizon itself and being in Horizon, I need to have an outlet within that context. When I was in art school, like, you know, going through the foundation classes, everyone was saying like, this is to get you to hate art or to see if you're capable of hating it. And then you would drop out. Like, you know, it's kind of like a purge of those who are not passionate enough to get through. Like, you know, like there was, I can't remember his name and I wish I could, but he had said something like, you know, those brick walls in your life aren't put there, you know, to stop you. They're put there to stop the people who don't want what's behind it bad enough.
Ooh,
right.
That's good.
And so like, you know, if you can't get over that wall, like, that's not meant for you. You don't want it enough. Like, what you actually want is somewhere else, and you are willing to knock down walls to get to that, right?
And I love how you say that without demeaning the person who isn't ready or able to knock the wall down. It's not that's, you know, there's something else. There's another wall for them to knock down. That's a really subtle but important thing that you know, things should be easy. You know, and if it's, I mean, things are hard enough that some parts of it should be easy. And if it seems like that's not the thing, and we're not ready to put the effort forth or prepared for it, you know, maybe there's another thing that the
wall is preparing you for what's behind it. If you can't like get beyond that wall, then you can't deal with what's behind it, right?
Mine is a
and
community.
It's like protecting you from it.
Yeah, mine is, yes, because it's like when I start getting burned out, and I do, like John, you know, like, I work a lot and I'm in here 24/7. This is my life. I like, okay, I'm done. I can't build anymore. And I go to you guys and I'm like, make new friends and love to teach people. And then that passion that you guys have for the building gets me back into my passion. And it's like, man, the spark in their eyes is just phenomenal. And it's just like, man, now I want to go back building again. So it's you guys that really keep me going. So thank you.
Wow, we got to talk a minute about that. And I don't think we jump into exactly this, but man, what she just said shows her heart. You know, and you know what re-inspires her, what re-energizes her when she feels burnt out is to connect with people and feed off of their excitement and their energy. You know, to see you and I, how excited you are about Jason Earls Productions and how excited I am about the soapstone, and to feed off of that and you know, and take that and say, okay, this is how it's making an impact. That's, man, what a great lesson for all of us, I think, to be around people that get excited about the things that we want to be excited about.
Right. And one thing that I see people who don't know and understand Horizon and the metaverse is, you always hear them say the negative connotation. Man, there's no substitute for human connection. So you want to be careful. I'm like, man, if you really think through it and become a part of it, like there are human connections that happen in the soapstone, and that's not to replace the physical interaction and human connection. We're not trying to replace that, but don't for 1 minute doubt that there are not human connections. Did I say that right? Don't doubt. Yeah, I say that.
Oh, you're exactly right. And that's what you can hear in her voice is
absolutely
evidence of those human connections. It's there.
So good.
Look at me. I look like I'm
It's a good
staring
balance
over
of real life versus virtual life. If this place gets too much, I go out into the real world and I like wood carving and long range marksmanship and shenanigans.
Real world.
So
let's go wood carving.
Yeah, very cool, very cool, very cool. Do we have maybe we do one more question here? Yeah, Lally, come on up.
Oh, Lally D.
Hi, I have a question.
Lally D.
And I, with everyone else, appreciate all of you so much. In fact, I've had some amazing conversations with a few of you here. Here's my question. I am not builder material. I can dabble, I can play, but that's not my strong skill. My strong skill is people. I like to put people together. I like to.
I'm going to pause this to say, listen up. You all listen to her question. Listen to the affirmation and the answers that come from this. This is amazing.
Without issues. That's what I like to do. My whole background is customer service and that kind of a thing. Worked a lot with people in hard situations too. So my question to you guys is: do you see a place for someone like me? Of a way of working my way in to a significant role in the metaverse today.
Yes.
For
your question, I got this.
Good question.
So, Lolly, there is a place for you.
Yes.
And it can be Walkthrough Wednesdays with Oculus, helping people tour them around and find those other people that need help to find a scripter or find a builder or have someone build a world for you and make a podcast like this or have a talk show or do, a game show if that's what you want to do. And you could have someone else build your idea for you. Start we did a She Shed world where all the women got together and we just hang out and everything. So yes, there is a place for everybody here in Horizon.
And I want to add to that, man. So here, with just a quick story, my uncle is a legit rocket scientist. Now he's retired, so he was going through getting his master's and PhD in physics during the 50s and 60s. That's when the civil rights movement was happening. And one day he called my grandmother saying that he wanted to quit school because as an African American, he felt like it was his duty to be out there helping with civil rights. And my aunt told him, you got these people who are fighting to knock down doors. Once they knock down the doors, who's going to walk them? My point is this. You've got builders who are building in the metaverse, but who's going to walk through the doors of what they're building? So we need the Lolly D's of the world connecting with people, getting people through the doors of the builders.
I just want to say amen to that. I'm sorry. That's just so good.
It's so good. And I love the themes that develop in these conversations. John's talking about knocking down the walls, and it circles right back around to that experience of recognizing that you don't have to be the person that's kicking the door down. You can be the person that's walking through it. And to tie that in, you can throw confetti for your own statement. It was a good statement.
I was like, my goodness, that's good. Woo.
Yeah, and I've got to add. Can you come back up here, Lolly? Because I know you were talking about what you can do in the future, but I want you to specifically know that you are making an incredible impact in here right now. Mornings in the soapstone are a different place since you've arrived. Your spirit, your ability to console people, your ability to comfort people, your ability to diffuse tension, it has changed the soapstone for the better.
Oh my gosh.
So you are doing
Give it up for Lolly, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
you are doing it. Yeah.
Oh
And
my
then
gosh. I'm so
and
overwhelmed
also,
right now.
I mean, the things that we've talked about, which I know we're not going to share them yet, but the things that we've talked about for your plans, that is building. That is building. You might not be taking a block and putting it over somewhere and stretching it out and coloring it and
That's good.
You might not be scripting it, but you are building. You are building culture. You're building community.
Preach,
you are
brother.
building. So thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you're going to
Thank you
continue
guys.
to do.
Oh my gosh. I'm so
Every
overwhelmed right
building
now.
starts
Thank
with
you
a
so
foundation.
much. Thank you guys. Oh my
She's
gosh.
great.
Thank you. Oh.
What's up, Oculus? You're muted.
You're muted.
Thank you.
Of course I am. I just wanted to share one quick thing. I apologize. I know this is y'all's show and your guests, but I just wanted to share one more piece of information with Lolly D. You can literally do whatever you want in the metaverse, and that's where a lot of everyone on the stage found their calling. You don't have to build. You don't have to script. I came in with the exact same mindset you did. How can I help? And I had no idea how. If there's a thing you want to do passionately, just do it. Doesn't matter if it already exists. You can do it better. You can do it differently. Just get in there and do whatever it is that you're passionate about, and that's where it'll shine through. So, good luck, and I'm happy to connect with you after.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Chester.
And man, you four.
Chester.
Thank you for being our first guests on this show. I couldn't have thought of any possible better guest. I know I tried, but no one was available. So
I kneecapped the two that you did find.
I just want to say publicly, from the bottom of my heart, thanks. That's all I can say is a big thanks. Appreciate it. And I got 6 kids. I'll send each one of them, one of y'all, each one of my kids for the summer. So y'all can take care of it.
So there's still room for 2 more on the team.
I got lawn work that needs done. That's fine. I put kids to work over here. I got a 13-year-old.
Right.
He hates it.
Yeah. And thank you all for showing Jason, my friend. Oh, I'm coming in for a high five. You know what? Let's just hug it out. We could do that.
Oh man,
dude,
thanks, brother.
So happy to be on this journey with you. Such good things happening, and I know we got a special treat to close out the show. Do you want to introduce our surprise guest up?
Yeah, so I don't know if y'all remember In Living Color, but at the end of In Living Color, they always had a music guest come on. So we were just hanging out, and here's the beauty of the metaverse. We're hanging out at the Soapstone Comedy Club, and I heard this dude can sing, so I walked over to him like, dude, you can sing? Come on, sing us a song on our first show. So y'all, welcome Stefan Grizz 100. Let's go.
Thank you.
All
Let's
right.
go, bro.
Get it, Stefan.
Sound good.
Used to spend my nights out in the ballroom. Yeah. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as last spring day. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
Woo!
Yo, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Yo, keep singing. Sing us out, y'all. Thanks so much for everybody for coming. Appreciate y'all. Follow him.
We'll
see y'all later. Yeah, he gonna sing us out.
On the bottom of the bottom's always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey.
This is not whiskey. This is actually water.
Yeah, I got some Gatorade around here somewhere. But that just doesn't rhyme as good. It's as smooth as Gatorade. Man, what a great second episode in the books. Looking forward to this upcoming Friday, the live recording in the Metaverse at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, where we've got Jason from Sun Valley Church.
Yes.
Oh man, that is going to be incredible because they have gone on this journey. I mean, really, they're leading that pack.
Yeah,
as far as taking advantage of the metaverse and using it to its full potential.
Absolutely, I'm really excited, and just man, like that church is doing some amazing technological, making some technological leaps and bounds just from like any organization or business can learn from what they're doing. And that's what I'm excited to see, how, just to share it and even hear more in depth of all the stuff they got going. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then of course, next week, Tuesday, we're back here at 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central, with our episode number 3, which is Oculus 410, and Alaya, she's going to be in there too. Oh, so good.
So good. So good.
It's going to be like Tennessee whiskey without the alcohol.
That's great. What was funny is I heard him sing. I'm like, man, let's let him sing. I hope he sings a good song. He's like, Tennessee whiskey. I'm like, wow.
I'll go with it. Yeah. And of course, we got Southern Charm closing out the show next on Tuesday. She closes it out musically. That's a good one too.
And let me just say, man, thank you to everyone who's just looking in, who consistently supporting us. We certainly do appreciate it.
I'm glad you mentioned that because there's a lot of work that goes into this. There's a lot of emotional energy that goes into this. And I mean, I think I can go ahead and speak for both of us, Jason, as comedians, as people, we're fragile beings a little bit, and it's so reassuring and it's so energizing, kind of like Solaris was talking about, when we can hear people chime in and engage with what we're doing. That's where my energy and motivation gets amplified. So,
absolutely. So, I am Jason Earls, and this is
Aaron Sorrels, the unemployed alcoholic.
So make sure you follow us, and man, we're so excited. Thank y'all for tuning in to Metaverse. And we'll see y'all. Wait, we got another comment. I just wanted to, before we go. Thanks, Cal.
Greater Cal, encourager Cal. He should
absolutely. Appreciate it. So man, make sure y'all drop comments, please. Like this, share it, send it to somebody who's thinking about the metaverse, who's working the metaverse, and make sure you continue to comment, because all that stuff helps us bump up in the algorithm. So if you really appreciate us, show us appreciation by consistently commenting, sharing, and liking it. I'm Jason Earls. This is Aaron Sorrels, and we are